Hello, everybody.
Welcome back. Episode 9 of Watch Your Lips.
Hello.
How you doing, Jake?
Jeff, I'm doing well. How are you doing, Jeffrey?
Doing great.
Another vacation away from the microphones. So
I did go on vacation.
It didn't affect anything, but I just like to bring it up.
You just like to talk shit, man. That's all it is.
I do.
When are you going to go on vacation? Don't you have one coming up?
We do.
Yeah, you're going to Disneyland.
In April.
That's right. So don't give me shit about going on vacation.
It's a whole month away. 2. You already had 2. 2 vacations.
I like to go on vacation. What can I say?
I'm kind of jealous I don't get to go. You don't invite me.
I'm not going to invite you to Napa.
Do you have a couch upstairs? Or no?
No.
Okay.
I don't have a couch upstairs.
That's an inside joke for people out there listening.
I do not have a couch upstairs.
Hey, Jeff, where can people watch Your Lips?
You can watch us on YouTube, and you can find us on Speaker, Spotify.
Spreaker.
I'm on a speaker. Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio.
So go follow. Go
and
download.
Follow us at watchyour_lips on Twitter and Instagram, and interact with us. We've had some interactions through text and email and things like that, but
yeah, do it there.
Yeah, do it there.
It's
so we
fun.
can see it, and then we'll jump on those topics.
It's fun. Hey, we starting with Ep.NI9E here. We got to go back to episode 8. And I am a gentleman, okay? I'm
not a scholar.
I'm a responsible adult.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm either of those things, but when this is related to this,
you're taking responsibility.
I am taking responsibility for a mistake. Okay, I'm being a bigger man.
Okay, what mistake?
My take on Dalvin Cook as a disappointment for 2021. We were talking the following day, okay, and looking at his numbers again, we recognized something that
we or you?
I recognized something that I was apparently looking at something from another player. I don't know which player. I don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized Dalvin Cook missed more games than I thought.
Okay. You also...
I thought it was I thought it was 2. Okay.
You had to chime back in.
Slow down. I'm taking full responsibility here. Slow down.
Okay, go ahead. Take responsibility.
I was looking at something different, apparently, obviously. Okay?
Obviously, yeah.
So, in watching Your Lips responsibly,
yes,
I'm taking back that disappointment. He missed 5 games.
He did.
And so what I did not do good enough research. I made a mistake, and I apologize to the 38 people that listened. Forgive me. Go ahead. You want to bury on? You want to throw an extra layer of dirt on this?
Thank you.
So go ahead
for apologizing to me.
Jeff's not here today, so
no. But he just agrees with whatever we want him to agree with.
No.
Dalvin Cook had a great season for being out for 5 games.
Yes, he did have a good season.
But not only that, Jake, you chimed in 3 different times on your players.
Okay, so
and you tried to justify why they were your disappointments.
Rebuttal you here. If I were correct in the number of games I thought Dalvin Cook had missed,
he would be in your top 10.
No. If he had missed 2 games and those were the numbers he put up, would you have considered that a disappointing season?
No. I didn't agree with you then. I'm not going to agree with you now.
You thought
it wasn't a disappointing season. Him getting hurt in some critical moments, that was disappointing. But his season in general, no.
I'm saying if he'd have missed the 2 games that I was...
Dude, quit trying to
because
say,
you can't...
You already apologized.
Right, but
to me,
and
you're not giving us enough credit.
We
had more than 38.
Your number 1 was McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Who was hurt.
McCaffrey's always hurt, bro.
And then the next day, I get a message on Instagram.
Oh, this is bullshit.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
All right, go ahead.
Of McCaffrey in a Dolphins uniform. And you know, do you want to tell me? I think because on Instagram it vanishes. What did you have to tell me?
If it vanishes, then it's not real.
Oh, it's real, Jeffrey.
It's a mirage.
What did you say? What did you say about Christian McCaffrey in that?
I said potentially I would retract.
Taking
He's a Dolphin.
Do you want me to read it verbatim?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want me to read it verbatim?
Yeah, go ahead.
You want me to read this verbatim?
Yeah.
Okay, so I get a NFL Rumors Instagram message. 3 teams that could basically take him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Taking that Muff-Hucka.
Taking that Muff-Hucka.
1.1 if he's a Dolphin.
Yeah, but I'm not.
You liar. You totally
I just
would.
told you that as a joke.
But
But I'm not. I'm not taking him.
it's not a joke. You would take him.
Okay, you know what? I would.
If you had the 10th pick, you'd take him.
He would be in my top 10 if he's a Dolphin, yeah.
But if he's not a Dolphin,
He's not.
it's the dumbest shit I've ever heard anybody say.
But you know what?
Terrible logic.
Okay, but here's why.
Take the spotlight off me now. I apologized. You have yet to apologize.
I'm not apologizing for this because if he's in Mike McDaniel's offense, Mike McDaniel is going to find a way to use him that is going to make him a top 10 running back if he stays on the field. That doesn't change how I feel about him never being able to finish a season in the last 2 to 3 years.
You know what I think about that? Mike McSmanuel.
Dude, you're saying that now.
Oh.
But he did some pretty good things for my Bang Bang Niner gang.
I'm
friends.
just talking trash, okay?
I know.
The fact is always watch your lips responsibly. Okay?
Yeah.
That shirt will be coming out soon. It's trademarked. Don't steal that shit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, don't go out and make them.
Yeah, don't, because it's already being made.
Unless we can get royalties on that. We might let somebody, if they can do a mass production for us, maybe.
Have your people call my people.
Yeah.
Call that guy.
On Instagram.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Okay? To the people, to the listeners, to the fantasy folks, I'm sorry. Is that you happy now?
Yeah. I'm satisfied.
Okay.
You proved my point.
No, see,
I love when you do that shit.
then you have to go there. Then you have to go, like, it's bad enough you put the knife in, and then you just kind of turn that shit to the right and
yeah. Well, that's how we do.
Left.
That's how we do.
Yeah, well, I don't appreciate that.
You never have.
You're right. On to more important business. Okay? More important business. We had a topic come up on this show a few weeks ago. Movies that should have been animated series. Important business. Some people enjoyed that. We got some good feedback. Some other. Did you have a couple?
We did.
Somebody said to you,
"Fuck Caillou."
They
agreed.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I had 5 people agree with me.
Yes.
But yes, I think everybody enjoyed that take.
But did somebody?
Caillou,
other people had
cartoons.
other people had other movies.
Yes.
That should have been an animated series back in the day when we were kids.
Yeah.
Do you remember those? No? Do you remember off the top of your head?
I don't remember off the top of my head. One of them was Police Academy.
Brilliant.
And I had to go back and look. And in 1988 and 1989, it was a cartoon.
It's great. It should have been longer.
Yeah.
All of these should have been longer.
Super Troopers would be a funnier cartoon, though.
Yeah. It's
More
that would
90s
with
humor
the
than 80s.
Family Guys and the South Parks of the world, even Simpsons. I would have loved that.
Yeah.
Super Troopers is great. I wanted to add to the list some obvious ones that I didn't. I don't know how I missed this before. Before we get into some more,
well, we talk about
sports
this on air. We always go back and think we should have done that. Well, now we can. Because it's Watch Your Lips.
Yes.
So what do you got? You have some new ones?
Billy Madison was one that I felt was, I don't know how I missed that.
That would be a great cartoon.
And I missed it. I have nothing other than to say a sorry again. Happy Gilmore, staying in that category.
Okay.
Animated series. I think those would be good. I don't think those kill the movie.
Waterboy?
Yeah, of course.
If you're going Adam Sandler.
I just feel like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore, those never end. You can keep going, and you know what I mean? There's no point in ending those. Encino Man.
Oh, one of my favorite movies.
One of the best. It's a great. Yeah.
Wheezing the Juice.
Again, I don't know who listens and how old you are. So if you
We don't care.
Yeah, you might want to go watch that one. Find a Blockbuster and go get you one.
Yeah.
Tommy Boy.
A Blockbuster? Dude, they don't
That
even
was a
have
joke,
Blockbusters
Jeff.
anymore.
It's a fucking joke.
Okay.
Okay? Joke.
All right. Tommy Boy.
These are jokes here. Okay?
Okay.
Jokes.
All right. Tommy Boy?
Tommy Boy.
Speaking of jokes.
Another one that could have just kept running.
Dude, Tommy Boy was great.
I thought that would have been a great cartoon. Major League. I was unsure about this one. Does it hurt the movie? We've talked about that before.
It does hurt the movie. You can't top Major League as a movie.
As a movie, right? And you make that an animated series, it's not the same. That's not for kids.
No.
Not that the other ones are, but they.
I mean, if they had Tanaka, if they went to Major League 2,
okay,
and he was carrying around the marbles all the time,
yes.
I mean, I could get behind that.
Obviously, Back to the Minors was not a good flick, right? We're in agreement there.
It's horrible.
Okay. Angels in the Outfield?
Another one, man. No.
Did you like the movie?
Love the movie.
Okay. But not maybe an animated series. I mean, how many times are the Angels going to come and
Rookie of the Year would have been a better baseball movie
for kids, for cartoons?
Kids.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Short Circuit?
Yeah.
Johnny Five Alive?
Of course.
But that's going way back.
It probably would have been a good cartoon. I'm curious to see if it was a cartoon. Did you look these up?
I tried to look that one up, and I couldn't find it. There is something else called Short Circuit, but it wasn't the same thing.
No.
And I know that
it would have been a good
Disney
cartoon.
had that
Wall-E
movie that's kind of similar. It looks the same.
It's a replica, isn't it?
I don't know. But maybe it is. I don't know.
If you're going to make lists like this, you should know.
No, I shouldn't know.
All right.
This is watching your lips irresponsibly.
Next one.
Austin Powers.
No. Movie. Not a cartoon. Hilarious movie. We watched that together.
In the theaters.
Yes.
When it came out. I remember.
Yeah. That's a funny-ass movie.
It was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
I think they need a fourth one.
I don't know, man.
Just kill it. Just end it.
Yeah, I think sometimes you end it. Like
it's,
Rocky IV.
I've heard people say though that Creed is better than any of the Rockies.
Oh, you're full of shit. Who said that? Not one of our listeners.
No,
right?
I read it. It was on a thread somewhere that somebody felt that Creed was the best Rocky.
No way.
Ever made.
No way. The original Rocky or Rocky IV those are the two best Rockies ever made.
You didn't like Rocky 2?
I did. Not as much as 4. And definitely not as much as 1.
I liked Rocky 2 better than 1. I liked Rocky 1.
Bro, that's building the character.
I get
Rocky
it.
1,
I get it. I
there
know.
wouldn't have been a 2 if there wasn't a 1.
No, I get it.
Like 1 was so good that they
so
made
do you like 1 over 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
The original Rocky's number 1.
Okay. I mean, it's good. That's great. I'm with you. I like 2 because he wins. You know. I don't like fucking losers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't either. But
I'm just kidding. I can't believe you think of Sylvester Stallone. You're like, how did that fool write that shit? Like,
phenomenal story, right?
And 3's good too.
3 was good.
And 4, obviously. And 5.
5, no. With Tommy Gunn.
But I'll watch it. You won't watch it?
No, I'll watch it. The bare knuckle brawl at the end.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know, I'll watch it.
I
can't sit here and lie. I haven't seen the Creed movies.
Oh, I have. They're good.
Are they?
They are really good.
I need to watch them.
But I don't like them better than Rocky.
Okay.
And maybe it's an era thing.
Probably.
You know?
but it's still good. So no on Austin Powers. My last one was Three Ninjas.
Absolutely.
Three Ninjas should have been a cartoon series.
Yes.
And I'm sure there's more out there. Because you found some that were cartoons, right? You found, Police Academy was one. The Mask. Dumb and Dumber was a cartoon.
Ace Ventura was a cartoon.
Yep, Ace Ventura was a cartoon. Yeah, there's, if you have more, seriously, let us know on social media, Instagram and Twitter at watchyour_lips. Jeffrey, in the news today, and really the last couple weeks, football's been dominated with Aaron Rodgers talk and Kyler Murray talk. Today, it was come out that Kyler Murray's agent put out a letter. It's rather long. Did you see the letter?
I did.
Your thoughts on the letter, or just not even the letter, but it even coming out. It basically, what were its components, if you will, in the letter?
Well, I did write this because the thing that stuck out to me the most was the bold statement at the bottom that actions speak much louder than words in this volatile business. So he comes out saying he wants to be a Cardinal, he wants to win a Super Bowl, and then his agent says, basically it's up to the Arizona Cardinals, right? Pretty gutsy. They don't have to pay him. Okay, he had a good season. He had a great season, really. But they don't have to pay him this year. The contract's up at the end of this coming season, I believe. So he's scheduled to make $5.4 million, isn't he?
Yeah.
This year?
I have his contract here.
So he wants to be paid. Kyler Murray should be paid.
Yes. I don't think that's a dumb. Yeah, I don't think anybody disagrees that.
I mean, Rookie of the Year. He's been to 2 Pro Bowls. Mm-hmm. He took a franchise that was in the dumps to a playoff contender. I mean, the wheels fell off at the end.
But is he partly to blame for that?
The quarterback is always to blame. That's one of the problems. Is it's not just the quarterback, but they get a ton of heat, but they also make the most money. So they should get a lot of heat.
He still has 2 years left on his deal. And I know this isn't a new concept of these guys trying to get paid before their contract.
Well, Dak Prescott did that.
I just feel like shouldn't it wait until your contract's up? Shouldn't you play out?
That's the whole point of a contract.
You play out your
right?
contract, and then we redo the contract.
The problem is,
I don't call Xfinity
they're throwing
before year 2 hits and say, you know what, I want to renegotiate the terms of our my Comcast cable. No, you finish out your contract, and then there's people are speculating the reason he didn't go like Kyler Murray can go in the playoff game is he didn't want to get hurt.
No.
Because he didn't want to trying to get paid. He got $24 million his rookie year.
Yeah.
Between his contract and signing bonus.
Look, the problem is
he's going to make $5.5 million this year.
They're throwing out FU money all over the place to these guys. And everybody wants to one up the next guy. And you know what? Like Patrick Mahomes, deserving. Right? Is he deserving of that much money? I don't know.
I don't think anybody
Josh
is.
Allen?
I don't think any of the...
So Aaron Rodgers is paid less than those two guys, and he's
paid less than Kirk Cousins, than Jared Goff.
Yeah, so he has a legitimate bitch, right?
Yes.
That he should get paid. Now, should Kyler Murray get paid? Yes. Should he be in the top 5 in the NFL? No. I don't think so.
They finished third in the division. The division's good.
That's a tough division.
And he finished third.
Yeah. And only because Russell Wilson and the Seahawks tanked. They had an awful season. They had no defense.
The Super Bowl came out of your division. You haven't won a playoff game.
Yeah.
Not that he's not spectacular. Listen, and he wants to be the franchise guy.
He is the franchise.
Yes,
guy.
but I'm saying he wants to be. But don't you think the fans don't they know that?
But here's the thing, a lot of times there's only a few of these guys that come along that actually make it. Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, the number 1 overall pick, and they work out. Okay, but you're gambling no matter where you pick in that first round, especially when you're taking a quarterback. It's a much different game from college to the NFL. Kyler Murray's proven that he can win in the NFL. He takes a team that had 3 wins when he got there. In 3 years, they won 11 games. They made a playoff appearance. He should get paid. Upper echelon, top 10, arguably. Right? Top 5, no, I don't think so. And to me, it's too early. He's posturing.
Yeah, I do.
How much do you want me? Right? And then does that end up hurting him later on?
In the public eye, I think what he's doing will.
I think so too.
Nobody really takes it out in the open like this. I know you mentioned Dak. It was kind of like this, but this is pretty.
Well, this is bold,
transparent. Like this is very much out in the. I mean, the letter describes what he's done for the team, other than bring home.
Okay, but it's not a me story. I know you want to get paid. But they also surrounded you with some pretty damn good elements.
Yeah, I mean, if Connor doesn't have the year he has, I mean, there's a lot of pieces to winning.
Dude, and Chase Edmonds got hurt. DeAndre Hopkins got hurt. But they've got Rondell Moore. They've got Christian Kirk. Now they have Zach Ertz. Like, they've got some firepower, dude.
Yeah, I want players to get paid.
Well, let me ask you this: could somebody like a Carson Wentz go in there and win?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I don't think so, no.
I think he could.
Maybe. I guess if you're asking me if he could win, I can't say that it's not possible. If you're asking me,
dude, he won in Philadelphia, bro. He took him to a Super Bowl before he got hurt. He can win in Arizona with a hell of a lot more weapons. He won in Indianapolis with very few weapons.
I don't know about that. I mean, you got a pretty good defense. You got a really
you got a really good defense, and you got Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, I'm saying it's
but you still have to throw the ball.
I mean,
and you're throwing the ball to Michael Pittman and T.Y. Hilton.
Did he play in a playoff game?
Who?
In Philly?
He was hurt.
That's right. We can't give him credit for Nick Foles.
I'm not saying that, man. He's won everywhere he's went. A guy like that can go into Arizona. If Kyler if he's just going out there and posturing too much.
But the point is you're not taking him over Kyler.
No. Hell no.
Can he win there? I mean, yeah, I can't say he can't win.
Guys like him, Kirk Cousins, can go into an offense that can throw the ball, and they can win in Arizona. So what I'm saying is,
why would you want to win when you have?
You don't. But if this guy's asking for an ungodly amount of money that he hasn't proven that he deserves yet, like a Mahomes who's won a Super Bowl, like a Rodgers who's won MVPs and a Super Bowl, like Josh Allen, okay? The track record isn't there yet. Yes, he's done really well in Arizona. Well enough to make that kind of money if that's what he's asking for? No, because you look at the other pieces that they have, and they can win without him.
Maybe, yeah.
They can, and they will win without him if it comes to that.
Maybe.
Well, let's find out.
Do you think they're going to move on that guy, their first round pick?
It depends on how much money he's asking for. That's the problem. It's undisclosed.
One, he doesn't have as much leverage.
No.
As he may think.
Finish out your contract.
Right. Or to get through next year.
Dude, go put up the numbers you've been putting up.
You still have 2 years on your contract.
Right.
It's just kind of like
so if you're worried about getting hurt and you just want a lot of money, that's not how life works.
Well,
you go out and you do your trade and you make money, right?
He's making a lot of money.
He is making a lot of money, but he wants to make an ungodly amount of money. Based on that statement, he wants to make an ungodly amount of money. I mean, he's referencing guys that have won Super Bowls, that are constantly in the playoffs, and you're not there yet.
You're in year 3.
Yeah. And you're damn good.
Yeah.
So I'm not knocking the kid. He's really good.
It's just about how this is going about. And I also heard on, I think it was Pat McAfee, he had somebody on there saying that his agent, Murray's agent, is also Kingsbury's.
Are you serious?
Represented by the same guy.
Now that's interesting.
Yeah, very much. You should go watch it. Pat McAfee's there's a good clip on it.
Speaking of that, because I don't want to keep running down the path with Aaron Rodgers every episode, but he's the hot commodity right now with free agency coming up and the soap opera of his contract, right? Did you see that there's a bunch of reports that he's going on Pat McAfee tomorrow to announce what his plans are? And it's pure speculation. One, I don't think he's going to do that, but I don't put it past him either. What do you think on that? Are you done with the soap opera? Do we just move on?
Well, what sucks is I like him.
I love him.
But
I'm sick of the games.
It's been like a weekly soap opera.
And I think everybody's probably sick of the games. Like, dude, if you're staying in Green Bay, come out, be proud of it, and stay in Green Bay and retire there. If you're not staying, let them move on. Quit having them hang by a thread.
Well,
hoping you're going to stay.
It's kind of like people want to know what's going on in that situation, and it's not out there like the Kyler Murray.
People need to know.
I know, but
what's going on.
You've got the Kyler Murray situation, which is very out in the open, and what he's saying. They've been vocal on their side, and you've heard speculation, you've heard rumors, you've heard what people think should happen with Aaron Rodgers. Nothing concrete. And I know with the franchise tag with Devontae, they have another week on that. Like I can see where he's trying to cover bases, get his ducks in a row. You've got teams interested. You've got the combine happening. I don't know. I understand you wanting to not hear about it anymore.
No. The only concrete reporting that has come out about Aaron Rodgers has been on this show, that he's going to the Denver Broncos, and just do it already, bro.
What about the Commanders?
He's not going to the Commanders, dude.
I saw somebody.
No way. Well, but you know what? He could win that division if he went there. That's not too far-fetched.
And I liked Jeff's last week when he called them
the Generals.
The Generals, yeah. But I mean, with Pittsburgh, the idea of Pittsburgh, I honestly think
that's not a bad fit. The more I thought about it, that's not a bad fit.
But I still think that I've heard, the rumor of Deshaun Watson being a guy, and honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised them if they gave Mason Rudolph an opportunity to start. I don't think he's the answer,
No,
but
dude, he's not. He's not the answer. I mean,
it's not a big.
It's Pittsburgh, dude.
I got you.
Like, you got to win.
I got you.
You got to win there.
The sample size is a little smaller of what he can or can't do. He didn't.
Yeah, and I get that, but I don't.
And with the running game like that, look at Tannehill's success because of the running game. Didn't have that in Miami.
No, but Miami also didn't manage him well.
That seems to be the running theme around the Dolphins.
You might. Okay. All right.
But I don't know. I don't know what to do with the Rodgers or make of the Rodgers stuff anymore.
Well, let's get over the soap opera. Go on Pat McAfee. Tell everybody you're staying in Green Bay. Be proud of it, and don't do this next year. Okay? We don't want to play this game every year, because then I'm going to start losing respect for the guy. It's all the time. Like, dude, it's
been a season of some Aaron Rodgers. I will say that. That's true.
It's either you're happy or you're not happy. And if you're not happy, be proud of making the change and go make a frickin' change. Quit stringing everybody along. But anyway, let's move on. We're back.
So moving on, Jeffrey, you are a long-time Fresno State fan, as am I.
For sure.
We had this conversation a really long time ago about Pat Hill and when Fresno State decided to fire him. And I remember you and me having a conversation and not being happy about it. But for the most part, like a lot of people you would talk to were like, it's time, right? Some people wait for it. Some people like, you know what, maybe it's time. Some people not happy about it. Some people unsure about it. We haven't talked about it on here yet. And I know it's obviously been a decade since, and everybody's moved on, and he's thriving up in the booth calling the games, which I love to hear him on the radio. But where did you really stand in all that? Because I hear people talking about stadium upgrades and all this, and it just takes me back to that time because it was also talked about then.
I wanted to listen to you and not interrupt you because this is something that I am very passionate about. And Pat Hill, okay, is the epitome of a Bulldog legend, period. He brought Bulldog football to the Valley, the entire Valley, painting the Valley green, okay, all that stuff, the stickers, all those things. He actually did it. I mean, I was lucky enough to go to school there when David Carr was the quarterback. Okay? So playing against those teams, the anybody, anywhere, anytime mantra was huge. The student body believed in it. The players believed in it. The coaching staff believed in it. Everybody in the Valley was believing in it. And you know what? They'd go to Alabama and get their ass kicked. They'd go to Tennessee, get their ass kicked. They'd go to Oklahoma, get their ass kicked.
Ohio State.
Yeah. But then they'd go to Wisconsin and win. And then they'd go to Oregon State and win. And they go to Colorado and win. Right?
And they had a big one against
and they
Rutgers.
And he put us on the map. So anybody that didn't want Pat Hill to be your head coach for Fresno State, I got a problem with that. Because that guy was unbelievable.
Yeah,
he was unbelievable, man. And yes, at the end of his career, he had a couple bad years. And the argument was always, well, yeah, he'd go and win those games, but then he'd lose to La Tech. Okay, do you know how much pressure it is to go into those environments, how tough it is on the body of those student athletes to go and play in those environments and then come back? Yeah, guys are going to get hurt. They're going to get hurt. But when you think of Bulldog football and you don't think of Pat Hill, and I was too young for the Jim Sweeney era, but the whole Bulldog born, Bulldog bred, right? But he still brought that in.
Well, listen,
and I'm sure Jim Sweeney.
The V is used by everybody.
Now it is, yeah.
There's not an athletic program at Fresno State that doesn't incorporate that V.
Dude, I coach youth sports, and they're all over the place on the back of helmets.
So it matters.
It does matter.
And I do agree. The end of the road there was tough. There was some bad losses. There was some rough seasons. There was also some injuries. And honestly, football across the board got better. Teams got better. Like I told, his record against Boise State was pretty bad, 1-10. But I'm just saying, across the conference, teams got better. It's hard to win. I don't know where people got this notion. I saw something on Coach Batesel and Fresno State over the weekend about it's embarrassing and like some stuff where they hadn't won.
You won a national championship
since 2008, and I'm thinking, well, I mean, Bob Bennett never won a national title. Biden never won. That was the second national title in school history, next to softballs. It's not easy to win, and then they go rattle off a bunch of Mountain West titles. One in, I think, 19 they won. Like
You know what I used?
It's hard to win.
Yes, it's extremely difficult.
It's not
to
as
win.
easy as people may think. Go look at some really, really good college baseball programs that have never won a national title.
Yeah. And Fresno State brought you one.
You don't like UCLA should be winning more just because they get there. Is that enough? It's hard to just get there.
Absolutely,
it's hard to get to a regional, win it, then get to a super, win it, and then go
to the College World Series and win it.
For what, 8 to 10 days?
Yeah. And
it's hard to do.
They open with Rice.
No, you go to that
which was a
08,
baseball
no.
powerhouse. They beat Arizona State, which was a baseball powerhouse.
Carolina twice.
Yeah.
And then Georgia.
I mean, that run was remarkable.
But
in regards to Pat Hill, I got to say something, because one of the things that bothered me the most was, and mostly people our age, okay, huge Pat Hill supporters when we were going to school there, okay, but when he started losing, the fair weather started coming out. And that's one thing I'm a freaking Dolphins fan. I'm a Bulldogs fan. I don't care what the record is. I'm backing the team. I'm backing the coach. You know, that's my alma mater. And when I was there, Bulldog football was unbelievable. The atmosphere was unbelievable. And when people say, well, it was time for him to go, you weren't saying that 4 years ago. It wasn't time for him to go. He got pushed out. It was bullshit. Maybe it was mutual to an extent, but when it was going on, it was not mutual. The city of Fresno pushed him out. And it still bothers me. What is it, 12 years later?
Yeah,
something like that?
2010, I think it happened, or 11.
And it still bothers me. And I'm going to tell you a story real quick, okay? So when we beat Oregon State here, you remember the fans stormed the field?
Yeah, I was at the game.
Okay. I was too. I almost died that night. Seriously.
I did too, trying to get off the field.
It was probably one of the scariest things I'd ever experienced in my life. So we're in the student section. I was in a fraternity. All of us rush down and we run and jump up on the goalpost. Remember when the goalpost fell down?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm at the tip top, right by the flag. And I don't know if you know when a goalpost comes down. They're big, but it's a slingshot, bro. And I just remember going about 15, 20 yards in the air, thinking, I'm going to die. I'm going to break something. And the only thing I broke was my arnets. That's it.
I'm laughing because I can across you being shucked across the field.
It was insane.
Little Jeff
and thank
flying.
God they, the crowd like broke my fall. But dude, it comes down fast, extremely fast.
Well, lesson learned, children.
Yeah, don't ever climb the goalpost.
Or
no matter how excited you are, no matter how much
pick your
alcoholic beverages
wisely.
you've had, do not climb a goalpost. And if you do, be near the bottom. Not the top.
That was a big moment.
That was a huge moment.
And no, I remember that game. Yeah, I just remember being on that side of like, man, I like Pat Hill. I like what he brings. I like his energy. He was as passionate as he's ever been, and he still
loved his mustache.
He still is. If you listen to him and Paul Leffler call games, and Cam Worrell, it's still there. They still they still have fire when he calls games, and it's fun to listen to. I enjoy it, but I wasn't one of those guys that was like he needs to go. I was frustrated. As everybody was. I think I'm more agree now, and even as an adult, and seeing how that kind of played out, and going back and reading some of the articles, I think they pushed him out. It was they wanted a new chapter.
Well,
they wanted to make their own statement. The AD at the time,
Derek Carr and Devontae Adams were his recruits.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were his recruits, and DeRuyter came in and had a 13-1 season. They lost the bowl game.
They got smashed.
Against USC. Yeah.
In Vegas.
But they also shouldn't have lost to San Jose State, and they did that last game of the season. But those were Hill's recruits. So what does Hill do? Does he not go 13-1 And then is he not here forever? I don't know.
That's a what if. That's a question.
That's what bothered me.
Yeah.
Is that you have that kind of talent and then he's out and he recruited him. And Derek Carr and Devontae Adams are pretty damn good NFL players.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
But I got a question for you. Like, most memorable Fresno State football game for you?
For me, I made a list, but I there's a handful. I was at the Freedom Bowl in '92. I was a kid. I don't remember the game, other than they won, and Junior Seau was on SC's team. Mm-hmm. And so my dad, my whole family worked the chain gang for Fresno State for 20 years.
Yeah.
So I got to go to the sidelines.
Yeah, I never got invited. I mean, you always would try to.
I think I offered you to work it before. I had to have.
Yeah, you'd offer it, and then every time it'd come up, something happened, and sorry, I can't get you on the field. Whatever. Yeah, I remember.
Whatever.
You guys were chain gangers.
Yeah. Hey, it was fun. I got to do that in that time
I'm
frame.
sure it was fun.
I got to do Wisconsin's game when they came here, and I mean,
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Seen bigger. Oh, it's the best seat in the house, bro. Sitting down there, I'd chart penalties, and it's the best job that you could have. Field level, some third down thunder. Them Wisconsin boys were big, though, bro. Like, they're like insane.
They were monsters.
So I was at the Freedom Bowl. I was probably like 10 or 11, actually, with your cousin.
Yeah.
R.I.P. That was a big win. And I actually had worked the sideline when Sweeney was there. I used to, when I was younger, do the first down marker. And it was fun. I've got some memories with him just swearing. And, yeah, he was, letting the refs have it. And it was pretty funny. 0-1 with Oregon State. That was a big one. That season, man.
Yeah.
Just that season. But I think 18 when they won it at Boise State in overtime. To me is a top 2 or 3 for me. My favorite game, my most memorable game is a loss.
Mine too.
And that was at your house.
Yes. Watching
USC beat Fresno State, and like watching Reggie Bush.
Yeah, who might 525 all-purpose yards.
To me, is like
stopping on a dime when he did and the guy went right by him.
Our era, is the best college football player ever
that we saw. Yeah,
that we saw. Like Ricky Williams was pretty good though.
LaDainian Tomlinson was really good too.
TCU.
Yeah,
but Ricky Williams was pretty fun to watch, and Peterson. I just like Reggie Bush though.
Reggie Bush was just on another planet, man. He was on another planet. And then when we got to see him live and you watch snap for snap, you're like, holy shit.
If USC had any other running back, I mean, they had.
Well, they did. They had Lendale White.
White. But he doesn't do what Reggie Bush does against Fresno State.
No, he would truck people.
Oh, he was a beat. Dude, that was USC was.
That was the Reggie Bush push on Matt Leinart when they beat Notre Dame.
And then they went and lost to Texas and Vince Young that year.
Yes.
But to me, that's like one of my most memorable
me too,
games.
Man.
Because we thought we had it.
Yeah.
We thought we were we're going to win. And I'll never forget, first down and whatever, and Pinniger with 40-something seconds goes for it and throws a pick. And
yeah, I think this guy listens. I'm going to give him a shout out. Jason Huss?
Unfortunately, he doesn't know me, I'm sure. There's one, I told people this story. He's really good friends with Jason Pappy, by the way.
He's very good friends with Jason
and
Pappy.
I tell Pappy, I've told Roth, because Roth and him went to Bullard together. I think he's a year older than Chad. And he won't remember. He won't remember this. But I think you played baseball with me for a long time. I was a fairly good hitter, right?
Yeah.
And I remember having a couple guys that I hit well in high school. I might be 0 for 1,000. I don't think I ever got a hit off of him.
Really?
Yeah, he was when I think of Woody, kind of.
I know I did,
kind of
but he got called up. He was a sophomore when I was a senior.
Yeah, I think him and I are the same age.
He's going to tell me that I'm lying, but I know I did. But what I'm getting at is his claim to fame. Okay, and he's told this story several times. He was on the Fresno State team, and he recovered the Reggie Bush fumble in that last drive. So
I don't remember that.
Anyway, shout out to Huss.
I don't remember that. I will say he owned me. Might be the only pitcher that I just could
I
not.
can't say that because he's married into my family now. We're married into the same family. So
He had this little hammer, his little Charlie.
He had a nice hook, yeah.
And
he did.
That was a good team back in the day. But yeah, I think 13 when they won that outright. I think it was the first time that Fresno State had, or the Mountain West had a championship game.
Yeah,
because before that they were with like San Diego State, I think, and Boise State. It was like a tie. And then in 13, they won it outright in Fresno, which was cool. And then 18, win it at Boise in overtime in the snow
that was huge.
Definitely
Great
one of the.
game.
And then I think last year's against UCLA
that was a big win.
And but I mean, like entertainment. You're talking about memorable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking at.
Awesome game.
But
it's going to go down as one of the greatest.
I think for
sure.
me, I remember watching that SC game at your dad's house.
Yeah.
And man, that for me it's a loss, but still probably one of my favorite games.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable game.
Any heaters you need to drop this week? We closed with dropping some heaters last week. Hey, and if you got another game out there, I mean, obviously there's more games, but if anybody else has their own, please share.
Well, I don't know if we should necessarily drop a heater yet.
Okay.
But I am going to mention this because I think it's just I don't know if I'm going to watch this, but this came out last week when I was gone, but the 80 for Brady.
Oh, yeah.
He's playing himself in a movie, and he's also producing it. And it's a film about 4 women that are following his journey to the Super Bowl when they beat the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know how entertaining that's going to be. I don't know how entertaining Tom Brady is going to be as an actor. But I'm going to go ahead and drop a heater now because I don't think it's going to be very good. But
is it a turtle head poking, or are you going to
touching cloth?
Yeah. You haven't quite dropped the heater yet? Or I get where you're going with this. It's like a preheater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a preheater.
It's a pre.
Yeah.
This is you're
$3.50.
partaking of the meal. And you haven't yet.
And I'm going to drop the heater. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to drop the heater right now on Tom Brady, playing himself in his own movie.
We don't need a trailer.
That's kind of an ego deal.
This is
like I'm dropping the heater on.
This is what happens when you have enough money, though. Right?
Yeah.
When you have enough money, that you're surrounded by yes men.
I don't know how the hell he's going to play football for the San Francisco 49ers and produce and do this movie, but we'll find out.
That's yet to be seen, brother. But yeah. I like where you're going with that. I like where your head's at on this.
So I am dropping a heater there.
I don't really have a heater other than that dipshit in the Ford Bronco who drove and spun donuts down on San Diego's the Padres baseball field. Got arrested. This was
okay. I didn't see that.
This was the other day. Yeah, it's out there. Some guy. Well, I don't know how do you get into the stadium?
I don't know. Is it a groundskeeper guy that's pissed off that lost his job?
It had to be an inside job.
Well, they arrested the guy.
Or maybe it was a Ford Bronco advertisement. This doesn't seem legit. Heater.
It seems odd.
How the fuck do you get into the stadium?
Yeah.
If it's closed, and if it's not closed, how do you get within the walls to get your Bronco?
Yeah.
And it was a white Bronco, mind you.
Now you're just bringing up some more shit.
How do you get it onto the field? There's pictures of it on there.
I mean, is it a high school kid or is it somebody that got cut?
I didn't even bother to read the whole thing.
Well, let's look into that a little bit. But I like the heater. I think we drop it.
Sometimes the title or the headline is just more fun than reading the whole article.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
I don't want to be disappointed with a terrible story.
I'm going to drop a heater on this. And I'm going to say this before I drop the heater that I haven't read too far into this yet. Okay? But Colin Kaepernick is back in the news. And he's funding free autopsies.
Secondary.
For police-related deaths. Free secondary autopsies. So what does that mean, Jake? Does that mean if the family doesn't like the outcome of the autopsy in a police-related death, that he is putting up his own money?
Why else would you need a He's not putting up his own money. He's got a foundation.
Well, his foundation is.
It's not his money.
So it's all of ours or whoever.
It's whoever
I don't
donates.
support him.
Whoever donates.
Okay, so his supporters are paying for free autopsies for police-related deaths.
I guess. But yeah, I mean, if you're not, I'm assuming that's if you're not happy with the outcome. I don't.
The problem with that is it's an autopsy. Like I think it's not a biased, unbiased thing.
Well, no,
somebody
I mean,
died.
If somebody got shot 17 times, I'm pretty clear it was the bullets.
You won't need a second one.
It's the gunshots.
Right? Yeah. But you know what? I'm dropping
It's to be in the news. It's to be written about.
Exactly.
It's irrelevant.
And everybody, okay, that listens to this, save yourself. Do not go watch his docuseries on Netflix. Probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. I put it on, and I don't know why, because I don't like the guy. Not for what he's done. I don't care about any of that. Okay, I don't like him because he ran all over Fresno State when he was at Nevada. That's why I don't like him. But
he did beat Boise though, which was a big help.
That's fine, but I more so what he did against Fresno. But that docuseries, I got into like 10 minutes of it, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Turning it off. Don't ever watch it.
I haven't.
Don't.
But I got to ask you a question. If you had to, if you had to watch Kaepernick's docuseries or
take Christian McCaffrey #1 overall
or Caillou,
oh,
what are you watching?
Shit, I'm going to muscle through one episode of Caillou.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, I'd rather him cry than Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
I mean, he's a grown man. Caillou, he's 5. He's still learning things, but his parents need to step in. So, yeah, I'd watch one episode of Caillou before I watch that docuseries.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
I'm not saying a whole lot.
I've only heard about pretty much everybody that talks sports, other than ESPN analysts. I don't really watch a lot of ESPN. Basically say the same thing.
Yeah. So I'm dropping a heater on that. On Caillou and on Colin Kaepernick's new adventure and his docuseries.
And Tom Brady.
And Tom Brady's movie production.
I think if it was Tom Brady
and
without
starring role.
Without Tom Brady in it, I think I'd be okay with it. You want to go produce movies? Be my guest.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a clothing line now. He's moving on. So
to the 49ers?
I still think he's going to play.
You still haven't seen anything.
Another soap opera.
Yeah.
He hasn't done a presser. Dude.
Is there too much out there?
What do you mean?
Is there too much out there on social media? Is there too much? It's not even information. It's just noise.
Everything's noise.
Like, it's just everything. There's like no quiet time for anything. Everything is just blown up, and you can't say anything anymore.
No.
You can't have an opinion anymore.
No, you're not allowed to do any of that.
When did that all happen? When did the softness start? Like, really, like, if you really don't like something, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Don't listen to it.
Don't listen to it. Don't watch it.
Don't follow it.
Don't bitch about it.
I had a discussion
and you're not listening,
about
don't squawk about it.
Donald Trump's tweets, right? And somebody brought up that they weren't.
That he was on a golden toilet when he was tweeting.
They weren't supporter of Donald Trump, which is, I don't really care who people go. It's none of my business. But I was like, if you don't like his tweets, don't
look at him.
Look at him.
Don't follow him.
Don't go on Twitter.
You know how you do that? Unfollow him.
Or don't go on Twitter, or don't, when you see you literally have to click on a story to read it.
Yeah, you go out of your way.
You literally have to go,
you go out of your way to look at shit that's going to piss you off.
It's real
then don't do
simple. Just don't, there's the quick fix, right?
Yeah.
Quick fix.
Absolutely.
If you don't like something, don't watch it. If you don't watch your lips.
We like you.
Learn to like it.
Yeah.
Listen to it. Share it.
Share it. and be interactive on social media, not just on the side. We appreciate it.
Yeah, just texting you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I mean, it's not that we don't welcome that, but hit us both up, because we don't always agree on everything.
Don't hit me up. Don't do it on the Instagram.
Yeah.
I get hit up enough on Hit or Die.
It's all right. I'll take this one.
Hit us up on Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah.
Because I want people's ideas. I do want people's topics. I do want people to want to, if they want to call in and talk and chat and have a debate or bring up a topic and discuss it with us. I want people to want, we need to start doing that.
Make yourself known. If you're listening, make yourself known. We're going to bring this up right now. We're going to do a March Madness bracket. We said that a couple episodes. Let us know if you want in on that. We're going to give away some merchandise. Hopefully is in by then. Should be.
Yeah, it should be.
Correct?
Should be. It's all been ordered.
Okay. So, yeah, we'd love to do that with you guys and talk about some March Madness.
I'm ready.
You're not ready. You haven't watched one basketball game.
I have.
Really?
I watched the end of the Michigan-Wisconsin game.
The heater?
The heater, yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right.
I've done
There were some upsets this weekend.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
hey,
it was a
Fresno
good
State
basketball
baseball though. This will be out. This will be out after that game. Never mind. Hope you enjoyed Fresno State's game against Bakersfield last night. This is Monday. Well, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Follow us at @WatchYour_Lips on Twitter and Instagram. You can find us on Spotify, Spreaker,
YouTube.
You can watch us on YouTube, iTunes, and iHeartRadio. Subscribe on YouTube. This is Watch Your Lips, episode 9.
And the new catchphrase is our trademark. Always watch your lips
Responsibly.
So we'll see you for 10. Big number 10.
Yeah. Made it to 10.
Yeah, no more vacations.
10!
No more vacations.
All right, no more vacations. I'm good till June.
Yeah, bullshit. We'll see.
All right, thanks, guys.